We usually think of a drug as a fixed equation. You swallow a specific molecule, and your body produces a predictable biological result. Take a standard aspirin. Whether you swallow that pill in a crowded, noisy nightclub or alone in a quiet bedroom, the pharmacology works the same way to clear your headache. In this traditional model of medicine, the environment is irrelevant. The molecule does the work, and the world around you is just background noise. That model falls apart with psilocybin. Give 10 people the exact same dose of the exact same molecule, and you get 10 wildly different experiences. One person might find profound peace, while the person sitting next to them experiences horror. Traditionally, scientists try to engineer away variance, treating it as a statistical error. But in psychedelic research, this variability is the primary discovery. By 1961, early researchers realized this unpredictability was the defining feature of the compound. They needed a new vocabulary to explain why identical doses were producing non-identical results. They settled on 2 words: set, the mindset and expectations you bring to the session, and setting, the physical and social world holding you. With these substances, context is a co-active ingredient. It is the half of the medicine that decides the outcome of the other half. How can the furniture in a room or the mood of a patient physically change what a drug does inside the brain? Classic psychedelics stimulate the 5-HT2A receptor. These receptors sit densely on the brain's association cortex. This specific region is the hardware you use to evaluate meaning, model your sense of self, and process your external surroundings. The psychedelic doesn't force a fixed hallucination. It cranks the brain's existing sensitivity to its surroundings to the maximum. Because the brain becomes hypersensitive to context, the immediate environment and internal mindset take control of the resulting experience. While personality and mood matter, an individual's expectation is the quiet giant dictating the session. Researchers describe psychedelics as active super-placebos. The pharmacology exists to amplify whatever the patient believes will happen. Enter a session carrying deep dread, and that fear steers the trip. Arrive with a sense of safety, and that expectation becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Prospective studies at Imperial College London found that measurable variables like intention and distraction directly predict whether an experience heals or harms. In this state, psychological variables like intention or dread become the actual mechanisms that drive clinical outcomes. This vulnerability to context is why modern psychedelic science avoids sterile hospital environments. Trials use a deliberate living room aesthetic. The warm tones and soft furniture are selected to lower the patient's threat response and prime the brain for safety. Patients wear eye shades to remove visual distractions, forcing the hypersensitive mind to turn its attention entirely inward. They also listen to a curated playlist. The emotional response to sound is highly amplified, letting the music steer the emotional arc of the session. These elements function as essential clinical tools, designed to engineer safety and minimize the risk of an adverse reaction. This principle extends beyond the physical room to collective set and setting, the overarching story a society tells about these substances. Whether a culture views a substance as an illegal threat or a revered medicine seeps directly into the individual's baseline expectation. The molecule is inseparable from the world holding it. The mind, the room, and the culture work as nested layers that define the character of the experience.